His kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the... The Hawkeyes offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes their 5-star freshman quarterback. 5-star recruit. Everybody was after him, and they are going to rely on him to get this passing game in gear. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give, it's Moulton. Nice move to keep running. Oh, he broke out another move. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man,
they'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Back to pass, it's Gillespie. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff for Malton. Got enough for the first. He now has 53 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. He is in! Takes the fumble to the house! Touchdown, Huskies!
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it, but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the boot, looking for his man. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Gets it out fast. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Gillespie. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap kick. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's Kamari Malton. Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He's now up to 75 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here's a give to Malton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Maybe a crease. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Runs through a tackle. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Blue 22.
Looking for room, it's Phillips. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Back to throw, it's Gillespie. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. There he goes.
I tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Handoff for Malton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Malton again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick handoff. Got a little grass. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. It's a reverse. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense, keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run with Malton. And he's in! Touchdown, Hawkeye! His 3rd touchdown. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll run it. It's Moulton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. The Hawkeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Now the play fake. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knocking down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out. Back to throw, it's Gillespie. Looking to the big tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on the money. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here's a give to Malton. Picks up the first down. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Caught in the backfield, it's James. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Gillespie. Got it. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Maybe some room here. Got enough for the first. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On first down, it's Malton again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. With the catch, it's James.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Malton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Kamari again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Again, it's Malton. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Line gets set, first down. Kamari again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Handoff for Malton. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. On 3rd down, here's Malton. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Give running right. It's Malton. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll give it to Malton. There's a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Caught in the backfield. It's Malton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. And the Hawkeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here's a give to Malton. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown! They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Let's go, champ.
They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Gillespie. Zings it complete to the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Oh, it's a reverse. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunity. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
There's the pressure. Dangerous screen into traffic. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of... The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oaks. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Handoff for Malton. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. After run, now throw. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. Again, it's Malton. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. On 1st down, it's Malton again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Here's a give to Malton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Handoff to the single running back. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff for Malton. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. Trying to run, it's Moulton. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Here's Kamari Malton. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for...
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Could be an alley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Gillespie. Get it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. That last play might have helped the completion percentage, but not the attempt to get the first down. They'll try it here on 3rd. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The give to the back. And he could not get loose on the run.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Here's the give to Malton. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. And when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and people in Iowa, they just love football. And this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. He'll try to do it himself. Flies to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. The Hawkeyes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finding some room. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
They're working that left side. Looks as if we have an injured Cyclone on the play. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Handoff for Malton. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Rides to back and leaves it. Touchdown, Iowa! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time. Dropping back, it's Gillespie. Under fire, being chased. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now the Hawkeyes will call their 3rd and final timeout. Looking to throw on 3rd. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout call by... And here comes the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at half. Oh, he's got some space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Phillips. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Phillips. Pulled down for the tackle.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They take the lead here in the second half.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Handoff from the shotgun. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run it to the right side. Fakes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Wants to throw. It's Gillespie. A shot toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Iowa!
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
Ready to try the point after. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. They try to pop a run on the draw. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. 3rd and 7. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking for a man, it's Rayner. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. To the air on second down. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Hawkeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Lost a throw on first down. Got a man. It's James. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in with one hand.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game.
There's a little room there. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Send the tight end in motion. Run in the red zone. It's Phillips. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Floating away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The give on the counter. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. Snags it, and he's open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Makes the catch. It's Hayes. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Rayner. Fires to the big fella. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. Finding an escape route. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now on the move. Push down for the tackle.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Big kick here. Can crawl them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Right down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, there's no quitting this defense. I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the
offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Gillespie. Stepping to the right. Rolling on the run. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He's going to run it. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The idea was to sell that play fake Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. And that last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry up. To throw, it's Gillespie. Buying some time as he moves left. He's got an open man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a heat, and he never had a chance. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. The give on the option. There's some room. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. The quarterback takes a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Gillespie. Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass. Here's a gift to Malton. Might have a chance. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. On 1st down, it's Malton again. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the run, it's Malton.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here comes the heat. Down Iowa. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like some.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Finds his big tight end. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Tries to do it himself on the draw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Unloads it left. He's got it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Give running right, it's Kamari. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo.
Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Jackson going to throw it. Got his man on the outside. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. It's complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Thunderbirds have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the running back has it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Iowa. Great job by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this dude has...
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything
Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Hawkeye. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. 3rd touchdown of the game. A 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on 1 carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
All right, we in the game. That made us look good right there.
Back to pass, it's Gillespie. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Give running right, it's Malton. Picks up the 1st down. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa.
Have your...
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still running at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. They'll move the tight end. Handoff for Malton. Got enough for the 1st. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Off play action on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Quick completion on the out. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Malton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. Catch in the middle, it's Malton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to pass, it's Gillespie. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Complete downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break.
I was just trying to get us.
Let's go. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Handoff for Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Maybe some room here. The 40, the 30, running inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. 1st drive of the 2nd half, no problem.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Diaz. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changed.
He's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll try to loosen him up from deep in his own end. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be third and long. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Wide open spaces. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hawkeye. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. I'm going to tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper shows how dangerous this passing game can be. 89 yards on the scoring toss. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Gillespie. Finds his tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
Black 14. Black 14.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking left. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage for... Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bolton. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Malton. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And how about the aggressive play call? 3rd and 1.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kamari again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the...
Snags it, and there's running room. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Hawkeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Malton. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Nice move there. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Escapes the pressure going right. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Gillespie. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Handoff from Alton. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Kamari again. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Off play action. Here's the pressure. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
I think in this situation,
they've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Makes it past the marker. There's a crease. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Hawkeye! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Here's a give to Malton. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game.
Turning it on! They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
this guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, bro.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
This has been a presentation of EA. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. This will be a great test, a separator, the first conference game of the year with two teams that are undefeated. He knows that whoever wins this game will have a leg up in the standings, but more importantly, set the tone for the conference season. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Iowa's offense will get first crack at it today. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Hand off, Malton running left. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Diaz. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Could be an alley. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
There's a lot of different ways to get explosive plays in this offense. You can run it, you can throw it. How about the jet sweep? When you've got a receiver with this guy's speed, everybody holds their breath because he is a home run waiting to happen. This offense needs to keep force feeding this guy the football.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Running inside. It's Moulton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Handoff for Malton. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Iowa! They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Malton again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Gillespie. They've got the screen set up. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Finding some room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Just hand it to him.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the give to Malton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focused on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And the Hawkeyes have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, it's Malton. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Gillespie. Fires to the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Under fire. And they got him.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Buried before he could blink.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Gillespie. Here's a heat, and he never had a chance.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Malton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's there to make the stop.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. Iowa spends his 2nd time out here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so...
Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Iowa! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's a little room there. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Hand off, Moulton running left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Phillips. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll make... Motion from the wideout. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice big...
There's some room. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The receiver on the jet sweep. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Pulls and fires complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry up.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Gillespie. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Phillips. Might have a chance. for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Hawkeye. The Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Diaz. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Trying play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's complete on the right side. Knocked down for the tackle. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. The hand to the running back. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter starting.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on.
2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Here comes the heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Gillespie. Pressure coming. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Phillips. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hawkeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the lone running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The play action fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been...
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They get to him as he throws.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. On the ground with the counter. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Makes the grab. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Back to pass, it's Gillespie. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Give to the single back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Hawkeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense.
He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rushes on him. Buried before he could blink.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though
makes a grab and room to run. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a